Hi everyone, it's Miss Ha, and I'm in my temporary dark space science lab. And I'm here in my nook where I do my work and where I communicate with you on Seesaw when I have those recordings and I'm talking to you about your work and where I am. This is where I sit. So I want to show you some things at my desk and communicate some ways that you can be organized, especially during this time of remote learning. Now your home is your classroom, so you've got to make it nice and organized and exactly like you'd like it. And here's one of my schedules. This is a weekly schedule. Some of you have seen my lesson plans before that I do on scrap paper, but I like to stay organized day by day, and the colors also help me. And this is how I stay organized with my work because our days are very different now. I also made some binoculars, so if you feel like being creative, I'm sure you have some toilet paper rolls or paper towel rolls that you can staple together. And maybe in the next episode, you'll see that I've decorated my binoculars. I haven't yet, but I intend to at some point. And my computer, my laptop, which I've been using, and I'm sure you've been using more regularly too to do your learning. Now today, specifically, we're going to record in our science notebook. So we're going to use pencil and paper today. So those are the materials that you're going to need. You're going to need your notebook. It could be a notebook or it could be a piece of scrap paper and you can just write on the back, whatever you'd like. It could be pencil and paper, and I have my color pencils to help me record. So in our last investigation, reusable materials, investigation number 1, we started to collect the reusable materials in our homes. And now you've probably been collecting for about a week. I've been collecting for a while too. That's why I have all those bags. And today I'm going to start making a plan about what I want to create. And today I want to say that you can make, honestly, whatever you'd like. Alex Garcia in 5th grade made a really cool portable like stereo system that he used these cups to augment the sound of his phone. He put it in there and it amplifies the sound, and he described the vibrations and how it projects the sound, and it's really neat and creative. So that was a need. Maybe he wanted a stereo system or something to listen to his music on that was better than just playing the phone, so he made his own speakers. Today, I was thinking, what do I want to share with 4th and 5th graders about something that I'd like to make? And I thought about something weird that I like to do, but sometimes when I find insects, especially in the home, you know, I make a little habitat for them. Instead of throwing them out or killing them, I usually make a habitat for them and then I give them to one of the kids. So today, we've got a lot of different materials. So I'm going to talk about how I would use some of them, and I'm not actually going to make them today, but I'm going to show you my plan, and my plan's going to go in my notebook. So when you're engineering an idea, when you're an engineer, you're building something, you're creating something, you're testing it out, and that's what we're doing with reusable materials. You come up with a plan, because before you get started and start putting everything together, you've got to know, you know, how you might do it and come up with a plan first, just like you do in writing and sometimes in math and other subject areas, science included. So here's my notebook, and on my notebook, I'm going to start with my heading, and that's reusable. Darn, I keep doing that with this mechanical pencil. Gotta practice writing more gently. Materials. Investigation. That's reusable. Materials investigation. I capitalized each of those words because it's a title. And if you have your old science notebook, maybe from last year, you could reuse that. I'm sure you have some empty pages. That would be a great way to stay organized. And today is April 6, 2020, so I'm recording that, April 6, 2020, Reusable Materials Investigation. So today I'm going to record about some different materials that I have and different habitats that I could make for different living organisms. So one idea that I have with this bottle is that I can put different things in here. I could turn this into a habitat for a plant, really. I could put soil in here, a seed. I can cut it open. I mean, I could even turn this into a little vase. But what I would do in my notebook is I would record what I will actually do. So, for example, I have this bottle, and we're talking about living organisms. I know I was talking about insects before, but plants also living organisms. So, here's my drawing of the bottle. You know, Miss Ha's always working on her drawings and not always feeling confident, but just try your best. So here's my bottle, and I'm going to label it. And my idea is that I'm going to take the bottle. I'm probably going to cut part of the top off because my plant needs air and space to grow. So, darn, really going to work on that. You can start to guess what these things are, but I'm actually going to label them because sometimes you just don't know. And colors will be helpful. So I'm turning this into something for a plant to grow, right? So my bottle is turning into little planter. Or what is that called? Plant box. Pot. Plant pot. You know what I mean. So when we're recording our plants, I want you to try and use whatever colors kind of reflect what you would see in real life. Whether that's the color of the materials that you have before you, toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls, egg cartons. This is the color that I would predict for soil. And you know what? We were eating popcorn the other day. I could probably get some of those popcorn seeds and put them in. And I wonder, I would just want to see what would happen, right? Maybe find some soil. So here's one idea that I have for how I could use a material and turn it into something else. This is a habitat for a plant, right? And maybe you could get creative and think about how could I use this egg carton to turn into a habitat for some kind of insect, or maybe you want to organize your jewelry or make a board game. How could I use this paper towel roll for a number of different reasons? I even thought about making some different instruments out of reusable materials. So start to draw out your plans here. Remember, an engineer makes a plan. They record it, they label it, and they communicate it. So even beyond this, I could write some more plans and details about what I would make. I can't wait to see what you create and what your plans are. Thanks. Bye.